I'm going to record this. Start the recording now so that you guys can listen later. Welcome to the Tzivos Hashem Zoom Q&A. I'll run through Tzivos Hashem. I'll be as brief as I can because I know you guys have busy nights, and I'll be as excited as I can because it's a truly exciting program. I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm seeing as well. Okay. So, as you see on the screen here, right? Give me a thumbs up if you see the screen. Raising Hashem's. Okay, beautiful. So raising Hashem's soldiers. That is what we are striving to do in Tzivos Hashem. And the Tzivos Hashem in English is the armies of Hashem. And that is exactly what we are doing here. We are creating an army of Hashem. And we'll soon see why that's very important. So I'm not sure if any of you struggle with this, but I've heard a lot of people do. And that is that parenting our children can sometimes be very hard. And we talk about inculcating our children with Yir Shamayim and loving Torah and loving mitzvahs and wanting to do it and saying yes, yes, yes. When more often than not, we don't hear yes, we hear no, I don't want to, I'm not interested. And, the goal of becoming Yir Shamayim is replaced by just clean your room and so on. And it becomes very hard for us at times to feel like it's possible for our children to become exemplary soldiers in Hashem's army. But that is exactly what we are doing here. And we are giving them incredible tools because they have the power to be amazing soldiers in Hashem's army. And there's an amazing quote from the Rebbe who said this in 1982, 40 years ago, just under 40 years ago. Is an incredible quote from the Rebbe. I thought long and hard about finding a way to get American children used to the idea of Kabbalah Sal. I came to the conclusion, Kabbalah Sal being accepting, obedient to Hashem. I came to the conclusion that there is no other way besides for a system of discipline that children readily accept upon themselves, and thus Tzivos Hashem was instituted and immediately proved a great success. So as you see in the highlighted words, a system of discipline that children readily accept upon themselves. And those are the very key words. How are we going to get a child to agree to a million rules? It's not by us forcing it upon them. It's by them accepting and being excited about joining something. We can't force them to do anything. What we can do is get them to accept upon themselves to be in the army of Hashem. And this is what the Rebbe created. The Rebbe looked at how an army works. Why does any soldier listen to his commander? Some soldiers don't want to do so, and yet they still do it anyway. Why? Because when they first joined the army, they said, I want to be in the army. They said, I want this myself. I want to be a soldier in the US or in the Israeli army. I want to be in the army. And then now that they're in the army, okay, there's a set of rules. There's a lot of rules, but you're in the army now. You have to do these rules. And this teaches Kabbalah of accepting that this is the way it goes because we're in the army. And the Rebbe said the same is true in Tzivos Hashem, which really we learn about the world army from Tzivos Hashem. Tzivos Hashem came first. The army of Hashem is the first army in the world. And the same applies in Tzivos Hashem, where the child has to come from them. They have to say, I want to be in the army of Hashem. That's why there's a sign up for Tzivos Hashem. All the kids are amazingly signed up in Cheder. And once they sign up, now they've accepted upon themselves to be in Hashem's army. They want this for themselves. They want to be in Hashem's amazing army. And now they want to be in the army. Okay, well, there's a bunch of rules and there's a set of tasks and missions that you as a soldier must do in order to be a good soldier in the army. We look at the army and we can know exactly how Tzivos Hashem works. So first of all, in the army, we have soldiers, and that is your children that are there in Hashem's army, and they are enlisted by Hashem to be in his army. And then we have the enemy. Every one of your children has in him or her a Yetzer Hara who tries to detract him from doing his job. He's the enemy, and he has to be vanquished. He has to be told, no, I am not going to listen to you. And that's the enemy. Then your child has a mission that he or her has to do. That mission is what Hashem told him. Hashem said, this is your mission, and the only one I listen to is Hashem, and I'm going to do what he tells me to do. Then we have the general. The general is the Rebbe, who takes the missions and explains them to us and helps us get to our goal and teaches us how we can be excited to be in Hashem's army. Then your child has his commanders. The commanders are you and the teachers, and the base commanders, which is Masha and I. And together we give them the tools and help them achieve their potential of being amazing soldiers in Hashem's army. Then your child has the base, the army base. Where's that? That really is anywhere. There's no one army base. There is the school, there is home, there is camp, and then there's anywhere else where your child goes. That is an army base for them. That is where they're stationed, because that is where their mission is to accomplish their goal. Then your child has orders. The orders are from the Torah, and that the Torah is the book of life, the book of Hadracha that teaches us what we must do, and those are the orders that your child in the army of Hashem gets. All right. And finally, we have victory, army victory, which is what? The coming of Mashiach. When every one of our children does his or her job in Tzivos Hashem, victory is guaranteed. Mashiach comes right now. And that is what the structure of Tzivos Hashem is. That is how Tzivos Hashem works, exactly like an army. And that is how Tzivos Hashem HaCheder is going to work as well. But let's get now, before we get there, a little more inspiration. And that is that, if you take a look back at this guy right here, right? And then you come back to this guy. That is the transformation that Tzivos Hashem makes. From a kid that, I'm not interested in listening to you, to, yes, I want to be in the soldier now. Look at him. He's a general. He is ready to take on the world, to conquer his Yetzer Hara, to conquer the world. He knows that the job needs me. The army needs me. I'm just not one number. I am integral, important to the mission. And if I do my job, then I will make change in the world, and I will bring Mashiach. And I am going to do that. I'm going to be that hero. And that is your child. And that is how Tzivos Hashem works. And a wonderful, beautiful quote from the Rebbe to finish us off. So then we'll explain exactly how Tzivos Hashem works. It is the great responsibility of a Jewish mother and father to explain to the children that they are soldiers in Hashem's army. What a great merit and responsibility the child has to be a part of Tzivos Hashem. Merit and responsibility. Yes, your child has an incredible merit, incredible, amazing gift that he or she is now part of an amazing army. And now they have the responsibility too, that they have to do their missions to make sure that the army is a success. We need you, every single one of your children. Okay, so how does Tzivos Hashem works? Let's go through the structure of it and talk about what place you, important role you play in Tzivos Hashem. So Tzivos Hashem is broken up into 12 categories called campaigns, 12 campaigns, okay? And your children do these campaigns throughout their entire Tzivos Hashem life, which is forever, but in school, Tzivos Hashem goes for elementary school until they're bar bas mitzvah. So the 12 campaigns are like this. We have Avos Abanim, and that is parents learning with children. We have a campaign of maintaining healthy habits, getting up and going to sleep at a good time. We have Cheshbon Nefesh campaign, which is thinking about how my day went and how it could be better tomorrow. Then we have the Chitas, which is the daily learning That's another campaign. The next campaign is connecting with the Rebbe through the Rebbe's teachings, the Rebbe's nigunim. Then we have the Mitzvayim campaign, where every month there's another mitzvah, another job for them to go out into the world, into their neighborhood, and spread the light of Torah and mitzvahs. Then you have the nigunim campaign, which is learning and singing the weekly nigun. And you do that together as a family as well. And then you have the Sefer Mitzvahs campaign, and I just want to stop right over here. This campaign is especially important this year, every year, and it's especially important because this campaign is reliant on an amazing program called Chidon. And the Chidon is an incredible 4-step program where students from 4th grade and up join the learning program of Chidon, and they have a certain amount of mitzvahs they need to learn every year. And by the end of the Chidon, by the end of their years from 4th grade and up, they have learned the entire 630 mitzvahs from the Rambam, the entire Sefer Mitzvahs. And it's filled with prizes and a grand trip to New York and a Shabbaton and trips locally. It's an amazing program. And if you haven't yet signed up for Chidon, you could do so now. And we'll explain how to do so in just a second. Then we have Tanya Baal Peh, which is a short amount of time learning every day, but it accumulates and grows. Then we have the Tefillah campaign, learn davening with Kavana, like a Chassid. We have the Yom Zapagra campaign, learning and experiencing Chassidish history and going back in time to all the Rabbeim. And then we have the monthly Shabbos Avarchim Tehillim campaign, where every month your children learn say Tehillim on Shabbos Avarchim and get heavily rewarded for that. Okay, so now let's see how this plays out in action. All these 12 campaigns start in a very small measure from 1st grade, from pre-1A, sorry, and it keeps growing until they're in their Bar Bas Mitzvah around 7th grade, and they have completed all of their campaigns. So, for example, in pre-1A, they might just be saying 3 kapitlach, but in 1st grade, they'll be saying 8 chapters of Tehillim, and then 2nd grade, they keep growing. So every campaign is, all 12 campaigns are run for each grade. Every year, they do all 12 campaigns, but the youngest grade does it only a little bit, and then it keeps growing more and more. Now, these campaigns are broken up into missions, daily missions, which is themed according to each campaign. And here's what the mission looks like on print, on paper, and here's what the mission looks like on mobile. And here's where you guys will come in. First step of the parents is to help your children achieve and do all their missions. So depending on what you prefer, you could either do it over mobile. It's probably easiest for you guys to do it this way, but you could also do it over paper. Every week, there is a certain amount of missions to do. Some of them are repetitive, some of them are special for that week. And every day, there's a certain amount of missions to do every day. Some of them are weekly missions, some of them are every day there's a mission. Your child has to do every mission that they can, and they will, by doing these missions, they will get a few things. They will get miles, they will go up in rank, and they will get medals. And we'll explain all how these things work. What you need to know is that your child needs your help to achieve his mission, to be the best soldier in the army. And every day they're going to come home. They may not be in the mood. They may be in the mood, but it's your amazing opportunity and ability to get them excited. Hey, did you do a campaign? If they need your help, they'll ask you. And hopefully we can get them just excited enough so they'll come home and be like, I need you to fill out my campaign and sign us so that I got my campaign and it's all good. So again, this is what the paper mission looks like. This is what the mobile mission would look like. The app is mashpia.com. You can download it for Android or Apple. You can also access it on the website. So very easy to do. Next to some of these missions, you'll see there's a little sticker over here. These are special stickers. If they do these missions 5 times out of 7 times for that week, so they could do it maximum 7. So they do at least 5 out of 7 times, they earn medals. These are the medals that they can earn. The more medals they have, the color changes until it goes to black. That is the highest color medal that they can get. So all the missions accumulate into medals. And then these medals will help them advance in rank. Like the Rebbe said, that everyone should become a general, as we see over here. Here is the medal book that your child will get from Cheder by the rally. Everyone will have one. The new students in first grade will be getting one at the rally. They'll come home with it. This is to hold their medals and rank badges inside this book, okay? And the more medals that they get, the higher rank they will become. So again, fill out the daily missions every day. Some of those missions will help them achieve medals. They need to do those, as you see over here, 5 or 7, those missions that they do will help them. If they do them 5 out of 7 times that week, they will get a mission. That's called achieving a mission. And then after achieving a certain amount of weeks of missions, they will get their medal. So if we go back here, you'll see that for the white medal, in order to get the white medal, they have to do one mission 15 times. So 15 weeks of that mission gets them a white medal, and then every subsequent 5 weeks, they will get another medal. And then those medals translate into a rank badge. So here's how the ranks work. Let's look over here. The medals, here, this is 1 medal. So 1 medal, 2 medal, 3 medals. After they get 3 medals, they become a sergeant. So everyone starts off as a private. 4 medals, they become a sergeant major. 5 medals, they become a second lieutenant, and so on, until hopefully they become a 5-star general. Here is the first ever 5-star general in Chayalei Tzivos Hashem history, Zushi Rivkin. And your child could be one of those 5-star generals. In fact, the first female 5-star general who just became a 5-star general. We'll be showing that in the rally video tomorrow. So very exciting. So one more time, in case you or your child needs help understanding, very simple. There's weekly missions that they need to do. Every day there's another mission. If they achieve all their missions, then they are guaranteed over a certain amount of weeks, they will receive medals, and then those medals will translate into new ranks, and they climb the leaderboard. And the higher rank they are, the more prestige it is for them, the more exciting it is. It's a confidence booster. They get extra prizes and extra treats and extra bonuses. So this is a wonderful thing to strive for. Now, besides for going higher in rank, they also get prizes, and these prizes they get from being a higher rank and also from miles, which we'll explain in a second. So for the prizes, certain the higher amount of, depending on how many weeks they have achieved the missions, they will get amazing, beautiful prizes like these over here, and prizes like these. Really cool prizes for doing their weekly and monthly annual missions. They get incredible, really cool prizes. Now, along with the ranks that they can climb higher in, every mission that they do, every daily task is worth half a mile. And it's very easy to get miles. And after a certain amount of miles, they will be able to go on the prize store and get prizes for those miles. It's the currency. So again, each one of these tasks, every day that they do it, that's another half a mile. And at the end of the half a year, there is a grand prize store. We do it at Cheder and put all the prizes, really cool prizes, and they can they buy those prizes online on the Tzivos Hashem website on mashpia.com. But the prizes that we give to them at Cheder, at the prize store. So so again, there is a online on the Tzivos Hashem mashpia.com website. There is a prize store where they go on and they can, all their medal miles are recorded in the app. It's all there on their profile, and they can go in the prize store and select which prize they want to buy, and then they will get that prize from us. So what do you need to know here's what you can help. Here's where you come in to make sure that your child is the most amazing soldier in Hashem's army. You can help your child daven their quota like a chayil, like a true soldier. Help your child say their chitas quota. This might be hard for them, but with the proper amount of help and guidance from you, you can really make them into such a wonderfully learned chayil. You can help your child say the Sefer Mitzvahs quota until they become true Sefer Mitzvahs buffs. You could help your child fill out the mission report and remind them to, if it's a paper one, to bring it back to school and not forget it at home so that they get it recorded in the website. And we fill that in. You just may have to make sure to get it back to us. The paper comes back to us. There is a special box in the lunchroom for the boys and the younger grades. And in the girls' building, there's a box where they put their filled out missions, and we take them and then input it into the system if it's for paper. And if it's mobile, it automatically goes in the system. You can also help your child go to bed on time. Have a great day of school tomorrow. And also that is one of the daily missions. Then there's the weekly Shabbos missions. There is learning with your child for the time quota. Every week there's a time quota. There's give your child a job to help for Shabbos. There's davening with your child in shul. There's transforming your Shabbos table with a sikha story from the HaChayal magazine, an incredible magazine filled with wonderfully colorful stories and tips and teachings. It's a really beautiful magazine. And sing the Nigun of the week together as a family. And then every month, you can encourage a child to participate in the mitzvah of the month. For example, this month's mitzvah is to shake the lulav, and that is what we just had, $10 for just a set of lulav and esrog. If you missed out on that, okay, you can still do this mitzvah as long as they have a lulav and esrog. They can go out and help other people shake, and the top class will be getting a pizza party with me, and along everyone who does it will be getting medal miles and prizes. So it's a wonderful thing to do. Every month is another challenge, another mitzvah for your soldiers to do. On Shabbos Avarchim, you could say a Tillim with your child in shul. This week is Shabbos Avarchim, and if your child says their quota, then they will be getting a prize. And next, on special days like Yom Pagra, you can take the HaChayal magazine, which explains all about that special day in Hasidic history, and teach it to them and learn it with them and make it for bringing, make it exciting for the child. You're bringing Tzivos Hashem into the house. It's beautiful. On Yom Tovim, you could use the HaChayal magazine to share Sech at the table. And of course, every time your child goes up in rank or even just gets a medal, it's an incredible achievement because it means that for weeks, they have been doing that task consistently, whether it's going to bed or saying chitas or whatever mission it was. They did that mission consistently for so many weeks, and that's how they got their medal. So it's a wonderful achievement. It's celebrate with them, throw out the pizza and the chips. It's a time to party. And going back to the HaChayal magazine, if any of you find it hard to verbring or share something with your child, the HaChayal magazine gives it all to you. It's all there. The content is beautiful. It's well researched. It's well done. It's interactive. So it's all there for you just to take it and read it with them. It's it's an awesome book. So, and it comes out special for your child, and you can use it at home whenever you need to. So that is Tzivos Hashem in a nutshell. I think I got everything. So Masha, is that it? Is there anything else? So I guess now we'll invite you all to ask any questions. Oh yeah, another thing is another way that they can get miles is by getting achievement cards. So that happens in school. It's just a card that says how many miles and for a certain achievement like being nice to their friend or listening at home or at school, or usually it's listening at school or something special that they did, they can get an achievement card which has a certain amount of miles. And then on that paper, it's the achievement card paper, it has a special barcode that they can scan with the Tzivos Hashem app. They can scan it and that automatically gets those miles into their profile. Super cool. So if there's a specific thing that you would like your child to do, something especially you're working on your child, cleaning up after dinner time or something like that, we can actually customize these achievement cards with the barcode and everything, customize it for you guys. So if there's something that's specific you want to work with your child on, let us know and we can make an achievement card for you to, you can have that stack of cards and say, hey, you'll get an achievement card for doing that special thing. Also, you can, on the Tzivos Hashem app with all the weekly missions, you can actually customize your missions and choose which ones you think your child will be good for. So you can customize that as well. If you need help with that, let us know, but it's really straightforward. It's on the app. You can do that on the app. Okay. Also at the rally tomorrow, we're going to be giving everyone wallets, really cool wallets with their name on it. And that will be used to bring things from school to home and home to school, anything Tzivos Hashem related, like the Shabbos Avarchim card or achievement cards or anything that badges, anything that we don't want to get lost that we need to transport either from home to school will go in that bag. So if you want to send something back to school with them for Tzivos Hashem, an achievement card or something, put it in that bag and keep that always handy. All right. Does anyone have any questions?
I just want to say, Rabbi Tzvi, that was a really wonderful presentation. It was clear, it was energetic, and I knew about it a lot before, but now I know so much more about it. So thank you. In general, you're giving the kids such a chayas in it, and I just really appreciate what you and your Rebbe are doing for this. Really a great job. And tonight's presentation was
one
really
you can write in the chat box, or you can also unmute yourself. Friendly reminder to, if your child is in 4th grade and up, to register for the Chidan. The registration will be closing soon, so make sure to register for Chidan before it's too late.
Thank you. I don't know what, Rabbi Tzvi, did you hear what I said before? Or is I mute?
I can hear you. Rabbi Tachtel, I can hear you.
If you don't know what Chidan is yet, Chidan is it's a thing that happens every year. It's a learning program where you learn through all 613 mitzvahs of the Rambam. You don't do all 613 in 1 year. Every year you do a certain amount. And over the years, you from 4th grade until bas mitzvah age, bas mitzvah age, you will have become. You will have learned the entire 613 mitzvahs of the Rambam. So it's an amazing feat, an amazing accomplishment to do that, to know literally kol haTorah kula, the entire Torah you now know. You know all 613 mitzvahs of the Torah. So it's an amazing thing to join. And Tzivos Hashem packs it with so much punch, so much prizes, so much treats and rewards that it's really a great thing to go in for, and every one of your children should do it. It's a really great learning experience. So that will be taking place starting in just a week from now. So hope that your child will be in that. You can go on the app to register for the Chidan. There was some feedback. I'm not sure if your speaker is working. Okay, yeah, could be my, oh, I'm sorry. I just realized my audio. Okay. I can hear me, but yeah, I can't hear you. Okay, now I hear you guys. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, is there any questions that I just didn't hear because I didn't have my speaker on?
I was saying before questions begin, I just wanted to say you did a really excellent and clear presentation.
Thank you.
I knew about it before, but it was much clearer now with the slideshows and all that. And we just want to thank you and your episode. You really bring a great chayes into it. Here you jumped over and you asked about who needs a lulav. You're really bringing a great liveliness into this. And today's presentation was really clear. I just wanted to say thank you. You
Thank you.
explained everything. Got enough questions.
Thank you, Rabbi Shmuel. Appreciate that. Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, feel free to watch the weekly videos that we'll do with your kids. And this week there won't be a video because there's a rally tomorrow. Where can I get paper copies of the missions? We'll have the paper copies. Great question. We'll have the paper copies at school. In the same place where they will drop it off, there'll be another slot to pick it up. So blank copies will be there for them. It will be customized with their name on it. So all they need to do is take that paper and bring it home. And so we'll make sure to get it to them. And then their job, together with your help, is to make sure that it gets filled out and brought back to school in the wallet that we'll be giving them tomorrow. Yes, and if it's easier for you to do with paper, then absolutely, you can definitely do so. We'll make sure that make sure that you guys get a paper. So I'll write it down just to make sure. But here's my pen. I have Efrat and the Zimmermans, yeah. Doing paper copies?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Who do I talk to about Batya being set up as a boy?
What?
She's got boy missions. This and yeah.
Okay, I'll write that down. So that will be. And a huge thank you to my wife Masha for making sure that all the back end stuff is looking good. Because if any of you know me, I'm I'm very good at running a good show, but sometimes things get slipped through the cracks. And Masha's really good at making sure that nothing slips through the cracks. If you have ever any problems with the website or the app or questions, something that's, half our missions are not showing up, then please message Masha. She will help you with that. If you message me, it's also good. I'll just pass it on to her, though.
So for the technical side of running things, it's Masha?
Yes. Yeah. And for the front end, if you need more excitement going on, then let me know about that.
Thank you.
Okay. So, all right. Any other questions? Okay, so just to close it out, thank you so much for what you do to help make sure that Tzivos Hashem is a success. We do our side of things at school, but at home, there's a similar amount of energy that can be had with just the right amount of, you don't need to go overboard, because we implement and do our best to make it exciting for them. But with your help, your excitement, and your, encouragement, that your children will come home and want to do it and be excited about it, and will become amazing chayalim in Hashem's army. So thank you for what you do to help make Tzivos Hashem a success, and I salute you. And if there are any other, have another question?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Tzvi, I want to ask you something. When they get the papers, they need to bring it every day?
No, it's weekly. Every week.
Okay.
Yeah. So they pick it up every once a week, and then at the end of the week, they drop it off. If it's a day late, it's okay. But it's one every week has its own paper.
So let's say every Friday they need to bring the papers to you?
Well, Friday they'll still be filling it out, so they'll bring it in on Monday.
Monday, okay,
Yeah.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Sure.
I appreciate it.
Oh, Masha said she thinks it goes from Wednesday to Wednesday. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Either way, it'll be the same day that it's the day that you're done. The next day, whatever it is, that's the day that you can go bring it in and pick up.
Okay.
I think it's Friday through Thursday. Looks like on the mission thing on the app, it's Friday through Thursday. Like the last day is Thursday.
Hmm.
That's what it looks like.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. The week starts Friday. Okay. Okay, I guess the week starts Friday. There you go. Okay, thank you all for being on the call and have a wonderful night.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Sure. Good night.